Hi guys, JJ here. Welcome again here at Flow Tricks. This will be my last video of this year, so I hope you had a really great Nunchaku year and you learned a lot of new freestyle moves, connections that you learned how to use your body even better to control this thing, which is not easy, the Nunchaku. Good, I'm gonna give another class today, and it's a trick we're gonna see. It's actually a few things eventually, towards the end of the video. And it's a good thing that I, give a class instead of the classic slow motion videos, because there's something to say about this. And I want to show that right now. So let's go for it. The trick we're going to see today is this one. It's a 360 NCC behind the head. Okay, well, it's the trick of this video. And I'm going to show you at the end of the video that you also have alternative ways to do this, which might suit you even better. Good. What we need for this one is the basic aerial. For the basic aerial, for those guys who are new here, I call the basic aerial where you actually pop up the Nunchaku in the air from the negative grip, because you have a lot of control there. How do we reach that easily? Is via, for example, that figure 8 hand roll, which we do so often. We all do, right? You go from positive grip via the connector to a negative grip, so via a hand roll. From this point on, I feel like you just have a lot of control where you can really, manipulate the Nunchaku. Okay, so like this, from here, you will feel that when you elevate your arm, you don't have to really flick from your wrist where you say in the air, spinny. It's just by doing that motion, elevating your arm and releasing it, you can determine the speed, the height, and the window of execution. So there where you want to have your Nunchaku released, or there where you want to have it landed, so you can pick it up from the air. Good, I say picking up from the air, you see me doing this. Good, so if we do a basic aerial, you pick it up from the air like this. This is the normal way we would take Nunchaku out of the air. So that means, the trick we're going to see today, the NCC behind the head. NCC, non-conventional catch. That means we're going to catch Nunchaku in a different way. For example, for that basic aerial, you could catch it like this. You could also, could catch it like this, where you catch it behind your back, while doing a 360. You see that's unconventional, so non-conventional, NCC. Okay, the one we're going to see today is this one. Okay, with this one we're going to catch it behind the head, and this is the easiest, no, not the easiest, this is actually the hardest way. But you will see, besides the trick, this will also train your hand-eye coordination, and you feel like you will, this can open a door to something. You say if I can pull this one off, let's go to the next one. All right. So good, we have this basic aerial. What we're going to do as well is, you can see that when I have to catch it behind the head, my reach at max is this. But I want to have it obviously right here, have some space between my head. So therefore, we're going to actually do that 360 part, which sounds like, it's a harder version of, maybe, but we're actually going to use it in our favor. Okay. So when we release the basic aerial, just in the center window, which we're going to do as well, I could not be able to catch it like this, I would really force myself, okay? So therefore, I'm going to use my left leg as sort of a center point, and my right leg is going to step over, okay? So now I'm still watching to the camera, very centered, but if I want to, and I follow my hips, my feet, I'm standing like this. This gives me the opportunity to go like this. So that means that I open a new window, so there where we want to catch Nunchaku, for myself, okay? Therefore, you see, I can now catch it here. And while even spinning through, going towards that 360, the later I catch it, the more easy I will make this for myself. Now to show it from this side angle, you can see how many sense it makes to do this stepping in motion, okay? Because if I would just do that basic aerial and try to catch it behind my head, you see how many effort that takes for me. Like this, I'm out of balance. It doesn't look very well for me. I can still strike from here though, but I would not feel comfortable with this position, plus my success ratio will drop. So instead, by bringing it in my body, you see how I create this window where I say, nah, you need to be here, okay? And that's a matter of really, good basic aerial, good aiming, spinning through, so you have that 360. Okay. So like this, basic aerial, stepping in, catching it here. Okay. All right, good. If this is like, nah, I don't know, you could also simply put yourself a little bit again to the left, so spinning in, but being in front to the camera, and then just putting a downward strike, and then flipping the nunchaku in the air and catching it behind your head as well. Because here, from a static position, we're actually going to do the same and give ourselves the space to be able to spin in, you know, so we're somewhere in the middle here, you know, we could go this way, we could go this way, okay? But then you don't have to do the dynamic movement. Okay, show it from this side. So when you release it, you just simply gonna spin in here, catch it here, come back in front. Okay, but I would really like try it. I prefer this one. We could just simply go like this, or then simply, you know, this one. It's also possible, for example, you go for strike, 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 this here, catch here, strike again. Okay. Good. If you can do this one, you can also do the same, but then holding it behind your back. Okay, this is probably the easiest NCC there is. So like this, catching it here, doing an overtake, and finishing. Good. That was it. I hope you had just a little bit of fun. At least it was an entertainment, an entertaining few minutes, you know. And anyway, I hope to see you again next year. Yeah, and if you want to see some specific tricks, leave them in the comments, you know, for next year. All right, good. See you guys. Bye-bye.